So we are on lesson 6.5. It's all about behavior of accumulation functions. And yesterday's discussion was on f prime of x is equal to f of x. That means the derivative of antiderivative goes back to the given function. Okay? So accumulation functions are of the form f of x is equal to the integral from a to x f t dt, where a is a constant. Recognize that f prime of x is equal to f of x. So today's lesson is a review of a lot of things from unit 5. We will analyze the first and second derivative to understand the behavior of the function. So I need you to write this down. We have increasing, that means f prime of x is blue visible.
Yeah.
F prime of x is greater than 0 when f prime of x is greater than 0, or we shall say the f of x, the small f, is greater than 0. Okay? Next. So, increasing function. Okay? When can we say that the function is decreasing? If f prime of x is less than 0, or f of x is less than 0. Okay. So this is how we determine whether the function is an increasing function or decreasing function. That's chapter 5 lesson. Okay. Next, how about relative max? What is your idea about relative max? When the sign changes, right? Maximum. So if it is maximum, what happens to the sign? The sign changes from positive to negative. Okay, so that's relative max. So f prime of x, so this means changes sign. Okay, sign changes from positive to negative. Sumeris and Evelyn. So the change of sign is from positive to negative. Can I just write the symbol for positive and negative, not the word positive and negative, just the symbol? Okay, from plus to minus. Okay, so same thing for f of x. So for f of x, so changes sign from positive to negative. How about relative minimum? Changes sign from negative. So we do the opposite, from negative to positive. So f prime of x changes sign negative to positive. Same thing on the f of x. So f of x changes sign from negative to positive? How about its concavity? When can we say it's concave up? Any? Can you still recall concavity? Concave up if f double prime, right? So concavity refers to the second derivative. So f double prime is greater than 0. Very good. Greater than 0. Same thing for the this one. So it's now f prime here. F prime is also greater than 0. Can you see, guys? Or anyway, I'll put this up next time or later. Okay, so how about concavity down? When can we say it's concave down?
When it's less than 0.
If f double prime of x, this one, f double prime of x is, you do the opposite, so less than 0. And here the f prime of x is also less than 0. And what is the last? The point of inflection. When can we say it is a point of inflection?
Oh, when it's f is equal to 0, or f prime is equal to 0.
Aside from that,
F.
okay, so the point of inflection is similar to relative max or relative mean,
Oh, when
where the f double prime changes sign. Okay, regardless the sign is positive or negative positive. Okay, changes sign. So f double prime of x changes sign. So for relative max and relative mean, it's just f prime, right? But for point of inflection, we focus on the second derivative. F double prime changes sign. And right here, we now say f what? F prime also. F prime of x changes sign. Okay, and a question on this one. So I just want you to memorize this by writing this one in an index card. Index card, okay, for your guide. Okay.
Could we use that index card on test?
I don't think so, but for you to study
Practice.
rather than looking at your workbook all the time, so just have an index card for this one, okay? This will help you guys. Can I move this up now? You guys done? Okay. So we need this graph for us to answer questions A, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay? But can I just... Okay. So we have let g of x is equal to the integral from a to x ft dt, where the graph of f is shown below and a is a constant. So this is the f graph, okay, the function. So it says find the following x value. So I need you to refer to the table a while ago, okay? But if you have time to transfer that in an index card for you to look at when you answer some problems in, let us say, practice or corrective assignment, so it's easy for you. And then during the unit test 6, I allow you to use index card. Okay, so you will be using that index card. Now look at this. As I said, you need the table for answering this one. Okay, it says find the following x values, relative minimum of g. Can you look at what is relative minimum? What does relative minimum says?
F prime changes to negative part.
F prime changes
sign
sign from
negative to positive.
negative to positive. Therefore, this g function right here changes its sign. The g prime changes sign. Okay, so can I just put arrow? That means changes sign from what is that?
Negative to positive.
Negative to positive. So if it is minimum, okay, I need you to highlight or underscore the word minimum, that this sign changes from negative to positive. Negative to positive. So look at this graph now. Can we consider the sign that changes negative to positive? Yes, no. For 3.
Yes.
Sure? What does
No,
it say?
From negative to positive.
Negative
no,
to
no,
positive.
no,
So, where do you think? In between, where?
5 and 6.
5 and 6.
Yeah.
So, we'll just estimate that that is 5.4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? We're gonna estimate. Okay? So, approximately, can I just write the symbol approximately
Yes.
5.4? This is the relative minimum of the graph. This is the relative minimum because sign changes right here all the way. This is negative, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then right here at 5.4, the sign changes from negative to positive. Is this clear now?
Yes.
Crystal.
Next, relative maximum.
Same thing.
So, for relative maximum, please, I'd like you to underscore also or highlight the word maximum. So, what happens to the g function, g prime? That g prime changes from what?
Positive to negative.
Positive to negative. So, from positive to negative. So, look at the graph. Where do you think the sign changes from positive to negative?
X equals 3.
At the value of x equals 3. So the graph crosses. Sorry, my watch is annoying.
Take care.
Okay. So this changes at the value of x is equal to 3. Okay. So this one, x is approximately, can you write x is approximately 5.4?
Yes.
And then for this one, x is equal to
3.
exactly 3. So, what's the next question? What's the next question, guys?
G is concave up.
So, what do you mean by concave up?
G double prime.
Can you look at the table? What is concavity up?
F double prime is greater than 0.
The f double prime is greater than 0, and also f prime greater than 0,
Perchance.
right? You guys, is this clear?
Crystal.
So, which means f double prime, but this is not f function. It's gonna be g, okay?
Okay.
So we have the g double prime must be greater than 0. What else? The f prime
Or G
should
prime.
also be greater than 0. Greater than 0. Which means 0. The f prime and the f prime is equal to g double prime. Okay? So, look at the interval.
0 to 3.
Greater than 0. What do you think is the interval? Greater than 0.
0 to 3.
Hmm?
0 to 3.
0 to 3.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
then 5.
Remember, we are on
oh.
double prime
Uh-huh.
and F prime. So what do you mean by that? Can you recall what particular interval where G is concavity
Oh.
up? Concavity up.
Up like a cup, yeah.
From
What is that?
0 to 7?
0 to 7?
Or from from 2 to 6.
What is concavity up?
Up like a cup.
Greater than 0.
Goes up.
Yeah.
So what interval is the
Oh my
concavity
2 to 7.
is going up?
4 to 6.
4 to 6. Why?
Because it's going up.
Straight line.
Okay, so
Straight
very
line and it's
good.
going down,
So
it can't work.
you got it. The concavity right
This is
here
a long
is
one.
up from the interval 4 to 6. Is this clear, guys?
Yes.
Concavity. We're on concavity. How about the concavity from
31 push-ups.
2 to 4? What is the concavity?
Negative.
Negative.
Mm.
But this one,
I think this is
concavity
day
is up. Okay? So, we have from the interval 4 to 6. That's the concavity.
You understand that? You understand?
Okay. Next. Are questions A, B, C clear down?
Yes, very clear.
So moving on to question D. Intervals where G is concave down. Where do you think is the interval concave down?
2 to 4.
That means less than
0.
0. Okay? So the F prime is less than 0, which means negative, right? So we say F prime of X is less than 0. Okay. Meaning the slope is negative. So in what particular interval that the slope is negative?
2 to 4.
From 2 to 4 is 1. Okay?
You should flip the camera.
The slope of this,
Sorry.
because technically if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 up, and then we have 2, but since this is decreasing, so it's gonna be negative. Okay, so the interval is from 2 to 4. Okay,
Mr. Roy,
yes.
why do we use parentheses instead of brackets?
You can also use bracket,
It doesn't matter?
doesn't matter.
Very good.
Okay. So what is your idea about point of inflection from the table, guys? Can you leave that door open?
Yes, sir.
It's already warm.
It's stuffy, huh? Stuffy.
So what is your idea about point of inflection? Can you please refer to your graph when sign changes, right? So where do you think the sign changes?
3
and approximately
Hmm?
5.4.
5.4.
Sure?
3, 4, 5.4.
Yes.
Oh, is it at 4 too?
Who says 3? Let me know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who says 4? 1, 2. Why you raise your hand at 3 and then 4 also?
There's multiple.
Multiple, okay. Who says 4? Danny, who else?
Put your hand
Are you raising your hand some? 2. Okay, 3. So
Yeah.
the point of inflection is sign changes.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Sign changes. Look at this one. This is the catch, guys. Does the sign changes here
Yes.
from negative to positive? So it must be at the value of x equals 4. Is the point of inflection. Okay? The point of inflection at the value of x equals
But it's
4.
also F prime.
So
I don't know
x
why.
is equal to
Oh,
4.
yeah, that's true. The first one, so that shouldn't be 3 to 4 and then 5
Next.
Oh, Mr. Roy, quick question.
Yes.
It can't be 3 and 5.4 either?
No.
Okay.
Why didn't he put it in brackets?
He said you could do it either way.
Oh.
So, moving on to number or letter F. If g of 1 is equal to 5, okay,
Oh, it's 'cause
what
G
is the
double prime.
maximum value of g on the interval from 1 to 5? It says maximum.
Mm-hmm.
If G of 1, what is the maximum?
So, from the table or from the graph, what do you think is the maximum value of the given graph? What's the maximum value?
3.
It's gonna be 3. You're right. Again,
Good boy.
can you tell the class why it's 3?
So, from the interval 1 to 5, it can't be 5.4 because that's another place where it switches. But it's what we're looking for. We're switching signs from plus to minus.
So
And-
from plus to minus.
Yeah.
Listen to Anthony. Okay?
Good boy.
Anthony has the idea.
Literally what they use it for.
And then where it changes sign from plus to minus is at 3 because it's going down, but it's still on the top or over 0.
Yes, you're right, Anthony. Shall we give Anthony a round of applause? You're right. So, max at 3, right? Max at 3. Now, if you have, remember last time, you have the max as your f of b. Do you get me? What do you think is the f of a? If g of 1 is equal to 5, what is f of a? A is
It's X.
1, right?
1.
Okay, that means, what is this 5? Remember, can you remember one of the problems that we had in Raymond's sum? That it has already an initial value. Can you recall that one? It has an initial value of something like 1,000 or 200. I cannot remember, but I'll give you the idea on that. Okay, it has an initial value. I think the problem was in the gymnasium or museum, whatever it was, museum, right? Problem. Okay, so which implies that it has already the value of g of 1 as 5. So we say now 5 plus the integral from, what is our f of a? F of a is 1. Okay? And then Anthony said a while ago that the maximum is 3. And that maximum is the f of p, or the upper limit. So f of 3. Okay? And then it's now f of t dt. F of t dt.
This just got confusing.
No, because then T is also X, so you plug in. You plug in 3.
Okay,
It's gonna be 3 minus F.
but from the interval 1 to 3,
No, yes, only one that goes through.
from the interval 1 to 3, can you look at the interval 1 to 3? What do you think is the area? Now, look at this one. I'd like you to
Oh my
take a
goodness.
look on the area from the interval 1 to 3. What is the area?
We're also doing we're missing everything.
Approximately 3. Very good. Okay, this means this now, the integral from 1 to 3, there are 3 squares, right? Or 3 units. Do you get me? So, entonces, did I say it right? Therefore? Therefore is entonces. Okay. Entonces, this is 5 plus 3. Okay? So, therefore, the maximum value of g on the interval from 1 to 5 is
8.
8.
Oh.
Okay? It's gonna be 8.
She's been on this for the last year. I don't know if y'all listening.
Can we continue now? Chris, text me later, okay? I cannot reply you. This is a very short lesson. Okay.
Is it online
Chris Ojeda,
Yo.
can you read the problem for me, please?
Let g of x equal, forgot that symbol piece. X over 2 and then 0 at the bottom, the lower one. F of t dt, where the graph of f is shown to the right. Find the x value where g has a relative maximum.
Relative max.
Hey, what is the symbol?
Where is that relative max in the graph?
Somebody said 5.4.
What did Anthony said a while ago?
Oh, that's 3.
At 3. So this is the max.
Oh, it's the same problem.
Okay?
It's the same graph.
This is the max.
It's the sum. Accumulation. Summation.
Can you look at the table? What is relative max all about?
Positive to negative.
When
Positive when sign changes from positive to negative.
sign changes
Correct.
from
Positive to
positive to negative. Positive. Now, I'll give you the idea. I'm gonna have this one. If you have this, so what happens? Plus, 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 and then
minus.
Zero.
f prime is 0. So that is why it says from positive to, then right here, down. So negative. From positive to negative. That is the max. How about the minimum? The minimum. The sign changes from
Negative.
what is this?
Negative.
Negative. Then 0, f prime. And then positive. Okay? Just do it this way. So this one, max right here, positive right here, and then negative. So change the sign from positive to negative. That is why this is maximum. Okay? And then it says
Yeah, this is the intro.
so G prime changes sign from positive to negative. This will help you a lot understand, guys. Just have that, and then that means what is the given function? So we have f of x over 2 plus 5, and that would be equal to 0.
It's 3 over 2 plus.
But since the max given is, what is the max given?
3.
3. So we say now f or x over 2
Equals 4.
plus 5 should be equal to 3 as the max. Okay, doing algebra now, what we do?
Minus
So you
5.
subtract 5.
Can we cross multiply?
Oh.
Okay, again, cross multiplication is generally accepted in math. Although grammatically error, or no, mathematically error, but generally accepted. Okay, cross multiply. Cross multiplication is just the same as LCD. Okay, but most teachers worldwide just say cross multiply for students to understand.
It's easy.
Okay, so which means
I like
What we do now?
Should we subtract 5 first to make it?
You can. Yes, you have the idea. So can you do that first?
Yes.
So moving 5 to the right side,
Yes.
or simply say subtracting both sides by 5. So we have x over 2 is equal to 3 minus 5. Okay? Clear?
Yes.
So what is 3 minus 5?
-2.
So it's just -4.
So what is x now? X is
-4.
negative 4. So x is negative 4.
That's it.
That's it.
Wow. Pretty nice. Pretty nice.
Okay, let's do practice now. Now, most of the problems in the actual AP, particularly on free response, is graph. Okay?
Oh, too far.
So I'd like you to look at the graph first. And then, after that, you read the problem. Tanya, can you read the problem for me, please?
Yes.
So
Let
what about
G of x and max x and limit a f t dt with the graph of f shown above and a is a constant. Find the x values and g regarding each of the following conditions.
Okay, thank you. So, question A, relative minimum. So what is relative minimum?
Change the
Please
sign.
refer to your table.
Change the sign.
Change the sign from
Negative to positive.
negative to positive. Again, so as your guide, I need you to write down G prime or G.
Oh.
Change the sign from negative to positive. At what value of x that the sign changes from negative to positive?
X equals 2.
At 2, right? Will you agree, guys?
Yes.
So this is the sign from negative, then at x value equals 2, it changes the sign from negative to positive. So at x is equal to 2.
Hello, Cody speaking. Oh, not again. What does he get?
Chris, Leon,
Oh, I thought I guessed.
Or dropped.
it's very important. Go to records office.
Oh,
The assistant principal, Tanya.
He tried the active?
nah.
Okay, is this clear now? How about relative minimum? A maximum.
Ah.
6.5.
Why? What is the definition of relative max?
When G changes sign to positive to negative.
Oh, very good. So when G
Very nice. Very nice.
changes sign from positive to negative. So it occurs right here at 6.5. Okay? Thank you, Chris. Shall we give Chris a round of applause? x is equal to 6.5. Now, next, concavity up. Now, when you say concavity up, it's gonna be
Up like a cup.
going up, right? Okay, going up.
There's no concavity up at a movie.
Okay, so for letter
And
C, concave up. Where do you think is the concavity up? What is concave up again?
The f prime is greater than 0. Or f
F-
double prime is greater than 0.
Say it.
F double prime is greater than 0.
F double prime is greater than 0.
In this case, it's G double prime.
Okay,
he try hard.
so where do you think? Concavity up.
That's interesting.
I don't think there's any.
Sure?
3 to.
3 to 5 is
No, no, yeah,
down.
it's 3 to 4.
3 to 4, and then 4 to 5 is gonna be.
Yeah.
Can you see this arrow?
Oh.
What do you mean by this arrow? Goes to negative infinity. Values of x right here.
Uh huh.
So from negative
Right.
infinity to 0.
Then
To two.
go there. Is the concavity up?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Oh
So
my.
starts at or from negative infinity, and where it stops.
2.
Sure.
Oh no, 3, 3, 3.
Is this still continuing?
Oh, my. 4, 4, 4.
Okay. It's gonna be at 4. Next. Concave down. What is concavity down?
F double prime is less than 0.
Less than.
0.
So what do you think?
I'll equal 4
The
to
first is from
4.
4 to 5, right? The interval?
Yes.
4 to 5. So, concavity down right here. Interval 4, 5. What else?
6 to infinity.
6 to infinity. So it's a union. So a union of 6 to positive infinity or negative infinity.
No.
It's going to be positive values of x. As the value of x goes right there.
Positive.
So positive infinity. Okay. Next, how about increasing? Where the graph is increasing.
When f prime is greater than 0.
Greater than 0. That means what we are looking for.
Uh,
Above
above 0.
the x-axis.
Yes.
Right? Above the x-axis. So, increasing at where?
2 to
Starting
2.
2. And where it ends?
About 6.5.
6.5. Okay, increasing at 2 and 6.5. So the function is increasing. How about decreasing?
Negative infinity
Negative infinity to
2.
2. So first is from negative infinity to 2. And where else?
Union
A union
6.5
6.5 to
infinity.
infinity.
And beyond.
Okay.
Listen to the chip.
Point of inflection. Point of inflection. What do you mean by point of inflection?
Change the sign.
Changes sign. Regardless it is positive, negative, or negative, positive. Where do you think the sign changes right here?
At 4?
At 4. You're right. Good job, Anthony. Shall we give Anthony a round of applause again? So right here, changes sign from positive to negative. So it of course at the value of
I don't
x
even got a phone.
is equal to 4. Okay? X equals 4. And that is the point of inflection.
Cheap. Free.
Okay. Could anyone tell me this one?
I'm a founder.
It has what?
The maximum.
What is the initial?
Maximum.
No.
What is the initial?
Negative 2.
Negative 2. Very good. So it has an initial of, it says if g of 3 is equal to -2, what is the maximum value? What is the maximum value of the graph?
We already said it was
What is the maximum value of the graph?
yes.
6.5.
6.5 is the maximum value, right? 6.5. This one, this is the max. Why this is a max? What happens to the sign? Changes from
Positive to negative.
positive to negative. So this is the max right here.
Good job.
So you're gonna have to do it there. Okay? Can you do it first by yourself? For question letter H.
3 little birds. Got on my window. And they told me I don't I just want you to put your record on.
So what is our lower limit in this case?
-2.
Sure?
Nope.
The interval is
3.
given.
3.
3 is the lower limit. So we say G of 6.5, right? G of 6.5 is approximately -2 plus the integral. What will I write now?
4.5.
What will I write? The lower limit.
-3. I mean, regular 3.
3. And then what about the upper limit?
6.5.
6.5. 6.5 then ft dt, right? Okay. ft dt. So this means -2, and then what is now the area from 3 to 5? Now,
It's 4.5, right?
can I erase this first so I can show you the area of this? Remember, this is, what is this particularly?
Semicircle.
A semicircle. So what is the area of a
Pi
semicircle?
r squared over 2.
And then
Fucking
take
academic
half of
weapon.
that.
Hell yeah.
Lethal.
Okay?
Is he your MVP?
So area of a circle is, you said pi r square, right? Pi r square.
Yes.
But this is half
So you divide
also
two.
over 2.
Yes.
And what is the radius? The radius is 1. Okay?
So it's 1.
The radius is 1. So 1 square is 1 times pi. So therefore, this
Pi over
area
2.
is just pi over 2.
Good boy, Anthony. Good boy.
Okay? And then it says from 3 to
5.
6.5.
Oh, 6.5.
Look at this one. How many squares are there?
3.
4.
3, 3, 3, 3,
1, 2, 3, and then
Half.
plus
Or-
this.
Yeah. I don't know.
Can we consider that as half?
That's half and half. Is 4.
No, that's
No.
1/4.
That is, it's just 1/4, right? 1/4 of this one from 6 to 7. This one from 6 to 6.5.
Man, every inch man.
This
Every
is
inch
just 1/4.
Yeah.
Okay? Will you agree, will you agree, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you now solve?
counts. Every inch matters.
2 plus.
So what is the area?
3.
Pi over 2 plus 3 plus 1/4. Okay? So what is 3 plus 1/4?
3.25.
And then that
Pi.
means can you write in fractional form?
Yeah.
Which is
In fraction?
3 little birds.
So
Yeah.
-2 plus
No.
In total, 25.
pi
13,
over
13 over
2
4.
plus 3 plus 1/4.
You said 1/4, right? What about this?
Okay, we're gonna continue.
Oh, so there's one right
This is already a practice, right? So our next lesson is 6.6.